Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and again we have another sale on AliExpress. I think the last one didn't even end, they just continue to roll out. So this is the Love Delivers. So regarding the Valentine Day coming on the 14th of February, they will have this sale going until the 8th of February. So all the coupons that we have before, now we have some more. So if we click on the page over here, you will have all the coupons starting with the 3 euros off on 29 and the 12 euros off on 99. So pretty good coupons. Not that I will have anything, actually I have some things, but most of the stuff I think will be on the 29 tops, because today I only have some news from Purelure and Handing, so new things that are dropping right now. A combo for your, I would assume, wife, girlfriend, because almost no woman sees my channel. I may even put the graphics in here from my YouTube statistics. But if you are in here to buy something for your loved one, well, let's put it that way, I will have some inexpensive, cool looking things that even if they are not for him to fish, they will look very cool on a shelf near his space. Either way, I will just start with the most usual stuff. So beer opener, but that looks like a lure. This is from Gochur and is also a keychain. They are actually pretty cool looking. So 4 euros, it's a cool looking gift for someone that enjoys beer. And once, yeah, this is not a good example to have your beer opener near your car keys, because those things usually don't go well together, but again, very cool looking gift. But let's move on. I just want to give some news from things that have been dropped, and are some of them are coming to my hands to test, but this one not yet. This is the it's not Purelure, it's one of the Alliance that they have on the store, which they will sell other brands under the Purelure store. This is the Traveler. You have a lot of models from light, medium, light, but the one that is intriguing me, it's this one. So you have this, which is the Travel Ultralight. It will cast from 1 to 6 grams, and it's 1.68 meters, so 5'6". And also, let's check this one. So this is a 7-foot rod, so 2.10 meters, and the cast weight is 2 to 10 grams. So still inside of my wheelhouse, but it's a 3-piece rod, so it's very compact, and that means that the shipping is very inexpensive. In this case, it's even a choice item because of being a 3-part rod, which makes it cheap to ship. Yeah. So fairly inexpensive, and I think it looks very classy. But continuing on with new things, this, even though it's not Purelure, it's sold on their store. Purelure also dropped a reel, fairly similar system to the Kingdom Micro Monster Pro. As you can see in here, the same type of shallow spool, same type of Daiwa Mark Force brakes with the aluminum frame. A little bit more pricey than the Kingdom Micro Monster, but let's go down to see the full specs. So you get the 139 grams, starting bait weight of 3.5 grams. So they say it's 3.5 to 17, but that's with a deep spool, and that was also the conclusion that I got reviewing the Micro Monster. If you watch the video, In here you have the full explosion view of the braking system, but the good part is down, little bit more down, little bit more down. In here, the FZP spool. So if you can see in here, they will send you a random color of these ones. So this will actually match pretty well the Micro Monster, but in this one, the Zana. As you can see in here, equipped with fixed brake balls, which is a normal thing sometimes when you go on a BFS spool for this type of inducted cup brakes. If someone makes a spool for a light Daiwa baitcaster, they sometimes will fix the spool, because then you have a much smoother experience throwing lighter weights. It weighs 5.8 grams, but it's shallow, it will carry a lot less line, and it also has a ceramic bearing. So let's see how it performs. I will probably be as the traveler rod. As soon as I can recoup my finances, I will be ordering one of these to test. Just because of the shallow spool, because I think performance will be very similar to the Micro Monster Pro, but this shallow spool had me hooked. Continuing with Purelure, they dropped this rod, and as soon as they dropped, I ordered one. So basically this is the Purelure Titanium T. It's a super ultralight rod. They have 3 spinning models and 1 casting model. If we go to the table right here, you can see that. So stop zooming. You will have the Jesus. We will have a casting version, which is the first model feature in here. So let's do it in here because it's easier. So this is the casting model. It has a 5'3" length. The cast weight it's 0.5 of a gram to 6 grams. So in my wheelhouse, it's a 2-piece rod. It shrinks very small, so half the size. Line weight 1 to 4 grams, and the weight it's 66 grams. It's a very light rod. And the tip, I think I read somewhere, if it's not here, so the tip diameter, so the last value on this table, so you can see there it's 0.6 millimeters. It's a very thin tip. I think the minimum that I have it's 0.7, something like that, on one of my Mi-Fine rods. So let's see how the titanium tip performs. Mine should be arriving next week. You can get some deals through the coins page on the app. I think mine run me 76 euros, something like that. But see, even in here says fast. That for me, it's usually titanium tips are used on jigging rods on the sea. As you can see on this, they even show it all banded, but usually titanium tips are used for slow jigging. So let's see how this performs. I'm very with a receptive mind for this, because I put down my money on this rod, but I think it will be a good rod. And the weights, man, they are very good. 66 for the casting version, and the spinning version, the shortest. So the 1.6 meters, so 5'6", it's just 55 grams. It's a very light rod. And the guide count is also very good. So you have 8+1 on the casting version, and then you have 7+1, 7+1, and the 6-foot spinning rod. You will get also 8+1. And now new rod from Handing. Actually, they have another new rod, but it's a bit too heavy for me. I think they have this Handing Pioneer Trout, and they also have the Handing Pioneer Perch, but the Perch version starts at 5 grams, which is a bit heavier for what I do. And then it's, at least for me, it becomes very, very difficult to do a full-on review with the restrictions that I have to be able to produce a video. Either way, as you can see in here, you have a lot of rods. All of them start at 2 grams. All of them 2 grams or less, so you have 1.5 cast weight minimum. The other ones will start at 2, and some will stop at 7, and others at 10. But the one that I ordered, it's the 2.13 meters, whatever that is in foot, probably 7-foot rod, 7-foot 1, I think. Fast action, light power, and it's 2 to 10 grams. And it has 9 guides also, a little bit down on the guide count, but let's see how we'll perform before I complain about the guide count. And you also have a bunch of spinning versions. But now I really want to go on the fun part of this video, because it's Valentine's Day sale, even though we are still on January. But if you want to order something, now it's time to do it, so it will arrive in time for you to gift it to someone. And with that in mind, I have in here the Hunting Goddess. I think I mentioned this rod before on a sales video. Mine actually arrived, and I already caught a fish with it by mistake. Not by mistake, I was taking pictures for thumbnails because they look better than would you imagine that the picture of a steady object is better than some clip or some screenshot of my GoPro. So I started to do that, and I went to take some pictures actually with my wife on the park on a very, very small stream, and I was taking a clip of me casting with this rod, and I actually caught a decent sized chub. On a like 3 minutes, just make a quick, the short snippets that I put on the end of my unboxings. That's what I was trying to do, because we had 2 weeks of rain, and I was just there to make some fast clip of this rod, take some pictures of other rods that were not even with line through. This was the only one that had line through. I paired it with the Aurora Air because I had the casting version with the pink braid. I also have the braid in here somewhere, but if you are gifting this to someone that is inexperienced, just get the spinning version. Get like a 1.68 meters, so 5'6" rod. Very, very inexpensive. It has free shipping. Grab a spinning reel like this one, that is also very, very light. This is the Devon Polar Night. It's 115 grams. It's fairly smooth. Grab a small version. It has 2 kilos of drag. It's actually a fun reel to fish with. And grab some braid like this one, also very, very inexpensive. You can get it very, very thin. And from all the pink braids that I tested, this is not a better, the best one that I tested, that is the LSP Thunderstorm. But this one, it's the one that keeps the color better, and it has like a pink neon that looks pretty good with the rod. So it's a pretty sick looking combo, and now I may even put a clip of me catching that fish. Put it on edit. Yeah, I was just taking some beauty shots, let's call it that way, and I hooked into a chub, even on this small stream, and not even on the best positions, but either way I managed to catch it, and here it is, and my ugly face. and I caught it on the Tenta as usual. Now that I show you I think, yeah, with coupons it will run you under 50 euros, and remember that I pay VAT on everything. So if you're on the States, this will run you like $40, something like that, and it's actually quite decent. And most importantly, it's very user friendly, because the rod is sort of slowish, but it has a nice arc to it, so it will not break. You can make it a fast swing, and uh, it will not be a nonsense and a problem fishing with this rod. It's very user friendly. And now let's move to some lures that you can give to someone, and they will catch fish and look very good even on the packaging. So this is the Kingdom. It's a topwater lure. It's a crawling lure, so the wings will just block on the top of the water, and it's made to imitate a wasp. Fairly inexpensive for this amount of detail on the lure, and it looks pretty sick. So 40 millimeter, very compact, 4.2 grams, and it's a floating lure, and it's under 5 euros. Again, with Kingdom you have the micro beetle under 3 euros, 1.8 gram, 23 millimeter, the smaller one, because you have two sizes. The other one, it's 29 millimeters. Both of them are floaters, and they have you cannot see it in here, but they have like a skirt material to mimic the legs of the bug. Very cool paint jobs. I have a couple of them. Unfortunately, chub on my area don't care about top water, but either way, they look pretty cool. And let's see this one, the next one. It's also an even allegedly smaller version. So this is from Leydon. They have more intricate paint jobs, and they have different ones. So again, same type of thing. You have the skirt material mimicking the legs, hook on the back, and two sizes. So, but this one's a little bit not so heavy like the previous one. So the minimum you can get in here is 20 millimeters and 1.4 grams. And continuing on with cool looking lures that catch fish, the micro tape. This one can actually catch chub, and other things. Probably will catch, I would say, bigger bluegill, so panfish. It's good for panfish, and it has also very cool looking paint jobs. For me, this is one of the versions that work the best. So I think, since I have a lot of clear water, the darker it gets, the better it is at catching fish. And we also have this. So if you are like me and you grow up on the 90s, this will be very cool looking. You know that now that this profile of bait starts to appear everywhere, this paint job, it's actually a cool thing to have on display. It looks pretty dope. A bit expensive at 14 euros, but either way, it's a novelty. But the lure works very well. It swims very well. I have the same blank. I ordered just the blanks, and even with no paint job, they work very well. And lastly, we have the egg nuts. So also pretty cool looking reel, and now you can order like 3 pieces for 3 euros a pop, or just one for a little bit more. Also very small profile, 28 millimeters, 2.6 grams, and they are also floaters. Again, you can get like ice cream, sushi, a lot of very weird colors, but and it actually swims pretty well, and already comes with single hooks. And now just for actually cool deals that I found today on AliExpress. The Delco NF, 15 euros, choice item. So cool pricing for very, very affordable budget reel net. So this one I have the this version, the bigger one. So I have this. It's 15 euros. I would say 16, and it's basically a folding extendable net. It's bigger than it seems, and it's with silicone, so you can use it with trebles without messing everything. You will see me using this net throughout season probably, and if I go chub fishing on a small stream that I have near my house, I will probably also take this one because I've been catching bigger chub and lost some barbel again. And if I'm able to keep the barbel at bay, I may be able to scoop it with this thing. Also, the glass rod appeared again. The price is always changing. For me, it's varying from 15 to 17 euros, but either way, it's a very, very fun rod to fish with, casting and spinning. And I also found this, even though I don't have it, the Kingdom sling bag that I usually, the iStar bag that I usually recommend. It's gone up in price, so now it's 20 something euros. So if you want something more affordable, may be a good thing to look at this one because it's under 12 euros. And if you come in here, there's a lot of positive reviews, and it's sold by Cast King, so, and it looks half decent. So you can probably put a 3600 sized lure box in here with a couple of spools. You can even put your rod. You have the rod holder, you have some elastics in here so you can hook your things in, like measuring ruler, forceps, whatnot, and you have a mesh elastic for your water bottle. Either way, this is all I had for this promotion because there's not a lot of great deals. But if you want to offer something for your loved one that enjoys fishing, consider anything that I show you today. Everything as usual is linked down below. If you like the video, like. If you like to subscribe to the channel, now it's a good time to do it as any. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.